like to talk to you about a rationality choice theory experiment of an amphipod's habitat selection. Rationality choice theory is an economic principle that states that when presented with several options, an individual will choose the most rational one, that is, the option that gives them the most benefit. However, it has been found repeatedly through experiments in humans and in animals that when presented with a decoy choice, that is, a choice that is less optimal than the previous ones, they will switch their rational choice and make an irrational one instead. So we were interested in seeing this behavior in amphipods. That's because amphipods are good bioindicators of the health of aquatic ecosystems. From previous experiments in our lab, we know that their quality of habitat is the green algae. However, they also live in coontail and other aquatic plants. So we first had to do a grounding experiment to see if they ever switched the algae, which is the quality habitat, and chose coontail instead. So in order to find this out, we decided to do 4 conditions. So in each trial, we had the first condition was the same amount of algae in all the trials, but the same amount of algae as coontail. And then the second condition, it was the same amount of algae, but the coontail was doubled. And the third condition, it was tripled, and in the fourth, it was quadrupled. Then we repeated these trials 10 times for a total of 40 trials. We left each amphipod in for 24 hours, and then we specified where they were found the next day. So these are our results. We performed chi-squares on each condition, and as you can see, their choices did change. And you can see more clearly on this graph when we did the percentages that the threshold is here at 50%. So when there was the same amount of coontail as algae, then 50% of them chose algae, and then 50% chose coontail, which is in light green. And after that, then they repeatedly chose coontail at higher amounts. As you can see, it just kind of went like that. And this is great because now we can perform our rationality theory experiment using these results now that we know what their threshold is, and we can now organize how we're going to do it. We haven't yet thought of that, but in the near future, hopefully, we can get this on our way. Thank you for listening.